Welcome back to the Sports Max Zone, and 5 games were played in the NBA on Thursday at TD Garden. Jason Tatum led the way for the Celtics as they ended a 4-game losing streak against the Warriors with a 121-118 victory. Let's take the highlights.
The Golden State Warriors coming off of their visit to the White House, entering the House of Green, yes, the Boston Celtics, and they're glad to have Jaylen Brown back in the lineup after missing the last 3 games. Jason Tatum early on, the steal and the slam, putting the Celtics up 5. At the other end, Steph Curry, step back, 3-pointer, good. Watch Jason Tatum get it on the wing, gets it off, part of a 13-2 Celtics run, and Boston's up by 8. Jordan Poole from the top of the key, drives right through the lane, tough finish inside. Then Klay Thompson comes off the screen, 3-pointer, his 4th 3-pointer of the game, more from Klay. The live ball turnover, and he takes it all the way in for 2. We are tied at 47. Final seconds of the half. First, the Warriors turn it over. Then the Celtics give it right back. The clock is running out. Steph Curry fires good. Curry from half court. And Golden State leads at the half 55-54. Third quarter. Marcus Smart is open. He hits the 3. Now Draymond Green. Kick out to Steph in the corner. 3-ball. 81-72 Warriors by 9. And Jordan Poole drives on Malcolm Brogdon and finishes inside. Celtics come back. Jason Tatum. Tough shot in the lane. 6-point game. Then the Celtics get the turnover. There's Jaylen Brown. The Celtics are within 3, 97-94. A little over 3 minutes to go. Al Horford gets the block on Andrew Wiggins. Jason Tatum, stolen by Jordan Poole. Minute and a half left. Jason Tatum drives, kick out. Al Horford knocks it down, and the Celtics are down 1, 104-103. Now 30 seconds left. Steph Curry gets inside for 2, 106-103. Final 20 seconds. Celtics down 3. Marcus Smart finds Jaylen Brown. He ties it at 106. With 0.5 left, the inbounds. Brown comes off the screen to beat the clock for the game winner. No. And we're going to overtime. In OT, Jordan Poole from the corner. No. Jason Tatum, one of his 19 rebounds. That's a career high at the other end. Jaylen Brown. Inside, he scores 112-111 Boston. Then Brown. Out to Al Horford for 3. And Tatum. He hits for 3 more. 118-111 Boston. Does Golden State have anything left? The turnover. Dante DiVincenzo all alone. Yes. And Warriors are within 3. 3 seconds left. A chance to tie. Jordan Poole. The desperation 3 won't go from half court. Boston pulls it out in OT, 121-118. Jason Tatum, 34 points and 19 rebounds.
The Celtics finally getting the better of the Warriors. The Celtics lost the last 3 games of the finals and the first clash between the teams this season. So, George, a big win for the Celtics because this was a rematch of the NBA Finals last season. And, of course, the Celtics, despite having a lot of opportunities and almost throwing it away, they got the better of the Warriors.
Well, when you play against teams that you fear you know their capacity to destroy. So there's always going to be nerves in games, and you're always going to have rash decisions being made when a cool head is needed to make the best decision. Not that, have you ever heard anyone say it's okay to panic, it's okay to be rash? There are times when acting quickly, when you're successful, acting quickly is seen as acting decisively. When you act quickly and you're successful, people say you panicked and you were rash. So that's the point I'm making with the Celtics last evening. They eventually got it done, but it was because of the threat the Warriors posed and all that built-up energy and the fact that you fear what Curry could do or the other members of the Warriors could do, that's what caused them to be on edge and not to be as composed as they ought to have been in seeing out the game in regulation time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what happens when you play a top team.
I love that you said that and you brought up the topic about panicking because at the end of the game, of course, Jason Tatum and company were interviewed and they were asked about their approach towards the Warriors and, finally getting that win because the Warriors would have beaten them previously. And they said that their approach to the Warriors this time was a bit different. So as opposed to panicking and whatnot, and this is what they said, they went in with a different mindset of not worrying that it's the Warriors, just focusing on the game at hand. So I don't know if that worked it had to work in their favor.
Well, they won the game. So he's talking about the mindset that they went into the game with. But what we actually saw was, as I said, as a result of that. And that happens every time between big team playing big team. You're going to see a lot of that.
Right. Well, let's take a look now at the other results on the night. We had wins for the Bulls, the Celtics in overtime, as we showed you, Timberwolves, the Suns, and the 76ers. Well, still with the NBA now. The vote for the NBA All-Star is well underway. Currently, LeBron James has received most votes in the West, while Giannis Antetokounmpo leads the voting in the East. Any surprise there? LeBron, West, Giannis, East?
Yeah, his form has been tremendous in the last 10 games. Even in the last 15 games he's played, his form has been very good, but in the last 10 especially, really, really awesome. So no surprise to see him almost 2 million votes ahead of the man second in the Western Conference voting where the front court is concerned. If I may get the front court graphic for the Bucks again, just to look at the numbers one more time.
I want to talk about LeBron though.
Right, so I'm looking at Giannis. So clearly LeBron has the most votes overall of anybody, as you would expect. And the guards, Curry, Doncic, Ja Morant, and SGA in that order. Kyrie, Mitchell, Jalen. Kyrie at the top of the guards pile. That's somewhat of a surprise.
No, but George, this is to me thinking about this season, right?
Yeah.
And I agree. LeBron's team is not performing well, but LeBron is having proper performances. Steph Curry was out with a couple of injuries. The Golden State Warriors are losing games. To me, it comes back to the point that people vote for who they like.
Yeah, but of course, that's what it is. Look, if LeBron is fit and active in the NBA, it doesn't matter if he's averaging 10 points per game, he'll get the votes. Yeah, so it doesn't hold like that. But I'm saying the most eye-catching statistic from that graphic, or from those graphics, from that graphic, it's one, a composite. It's Kyrie Irving, because he's not had the kind of season where anybody could say, who's been the best guard you've seen in the NBA so far this season? Kyrie Irving? No, the answer would be a flat no. So this clearly reflects the players who fans like, and there are players who fans like, once they are fit and playing, it doesn't matter their form, they're going to get a lot of votes, and that's what helps Kyrie in this instance, because he's not been the best guard in the NBA up to this point.
And I think 3 out of those 4 names that we saw there were based on who you like and who you feel to vote for, because there were other people that I would have put ahead of the 3 of them.
But here's the thing. This is why this method of choosing the All-Star team is the least problematic. If you have journalists or people in the media
who knows,
who are different, well, who say they know, talking and picking, you're always going to have controversy. Why this, why that? So when you open it and give the fans such a huge say into who, remember the fans are paying to go and watch it. They're going to watch it on TV, those who can't get into the arena or get to be in Utah for the week of activities where the All-Star weekend is concerned, the weekend of activities. They're the ones who are doing that. So you want to give them a chance to get who they want to see in action in that All-Star game, into the All-Star challenges. So I think this is the best way and least problematic. It's never perfect. It can't be perfect because, again, we're talking about the merits of some of the players selected, but it's better to go with what the fans say than any other metric of picking All-Star teams.
No, I love that you say that, and I love that you think that the fans should get the final say. But I was listening to a podcast, and as they spoke about the analysts who think they know what they're talking about, and they were really upset. They were saying that, these fans, they just come during the playoffs or the finals, and they watch a game, they like their one player, and, it's not very, very fair.
Well, that's what keeps the NBA going. It's their money that powers the league.
I know. It's really up to the fans. Okay, fine. Well, viewers in Trinidad and Tobago, here's your chance to play our Take Your Shot promotion and win a trip for 2 to attend the 2023 All-Star Weekend in Utah. Watch the NBA live on Sportsmax to get a chance to scan the QR code for more information on how to participate. The promotion, which began on November 28 last year, ends on Monday, January 23. Well, before we leave, here are the top plays from last night.
Top 5. At number 5, Portland should know you wait too long, you'll pay. Joel Embiid chases down Nasir Little. Little gets the rebound, but Embiid makes him feel small with the block from behind. At number 4, Scotty Barnes through the lane and throws it down. Barnes, the big-time jam. To number 3, Goran Dragic. Throws it up, and at the other end, Derek Jones Jr. with the alley-oop jam. The Bulls and Pistons were in Paris, where they call it an alley-oop. At number 2, Jordan Poole. To the rim, no! Al Horford from behind. You'll get nothing and like it. Number 1, it's a Curry moment. This one's still in Boston. Steph Curry to beat the clock. The final seconds of the first half, Curry fires from deep and buries it. There's number 1 for your NBA.com top 5 plays.